y'all, that was a version of Cripple Creek based on the playing of China Poplin of Sumter, South Carolina. China Poplin was an incredible banjo player who, along with his sister Edna Poplin and his son Bill Poplin, formed the core of the Poplin family band. We have a recorded version of China playing that tune at the 1966 Galax Fiddlers Convention, and you can find that recording on Slippery Hill alongside Mississippi Sawyer. I posted a video lesson breaking down that tune that you can find somewhere up here. I learned Cripple Creek from Clint Barwick, who in turn learned it from China Poplin. Clint was an exceptional banjo player, guitar player, singer, and piano player from Sumter, South Carolina. To learn more about this style of banjo playing, China Poplin, the Poplin family, check out my YouTube page. I have a few videos on their playing and more coming your way. Tuning for this is G, D, G, B, D. And we're gonna start on the 5th fret, 1st string, and we're gonna play this lick. I'm picking the 1st string and then pinching the 1st and 5th string. So after we do that pinch, we're gonna go into an in and out roll or a drop thumb roll. And we're playing open at first, and then we're adding that C shape, 1st fret on the B string, 2nd fret on the D string. Now we're gonna go back up to the 5th fret and play that 1st part again. So let's put those pieces together. Now this next lick is interesting. When I learned it from Clint Barwick, he called it a hiccup lick, and I think you'll understand what I mean by that when I play it. Sounds like this. Now what I'm doing there is initially I'm using my index finger and thumb on the 1st and 2nd string respectively. But then the second go around, I'm just using my index finger on both the 1st and 2nd string. In context. And when you get it up to speed, it has that almost stilted quality to it. Hence why it's called a hiccup. And that's how you end the lick. And back to your G. So let's put all those pieces together. Now you can end on that 3rd string with your thumb. Sometimes I do the thumb, sometimes I do the index finger there. Just really your preference. And then we're gonna go back up and we'll repeat the 1st half of that. We're gonna end the A part with a brush, then down to your 2nd fret, hiccup lick. It sounds fine if you just do the brush. But the way that Clint played it and the way that I think China is playing it is that brush, pop, 5th string, and then you're grabbing that 1st string, 2nd fret. All right, that's the A part. The B part starts with a slide on the 3rd string. Hitting that B string, pull off, then grabbing that blues note, and you're hitting that 2nd fret on your 4th string. And now after you play that 2nd fret on the 4th string, you can either pinch here, or you can hit your 5th string and then your 1st string. Or next you're gonna do a Scruggs roll, but you're gonna end with your thumb on the 2nd string, your B string. Again. Sliding up, 2nd, 3rd, and then hitting that B string open. And you'll notice I'm doing a lot of filler notes with the 5th string and the 1st string. You can keep those in, you can play it more sparingly, you can add more pinches. It's really up to you and what sounds right to your ear. That's the 1st half of the B part of this tune. The easy thing is it just repeats itself on the 2nd half. All right, we'll play the whole tune slow now. this tune, China does a really simple lick. It sounds like this. 5th fret, 2nd fret on that 1st string. 1st string, 2nd string. And he's just brushing. On the Galax recording, I don't think he grabs that 5th string at the end. So it's a pretty simple ending for China Poplin. If you want to, you can spice it up and do that hiccup lick again. All right, let's talk about some variations. I learned these from Clint Barwick. In the video that I posted on Mississippi Sawyer, we went over the 5-count roll. Clint liked to start Cripple Creek with that roll. It sounded like this. That's a 5-count roll again because there's 5 counts or 5 notes that are being played. And then he would do that in and out roll that China does. Now on the B part, Clint didn't play the bluesy note on the 3rd string. He would play that B string open. Sounded like this. Now one thing that both Clint and China did is sometimes they would add that Scruggs roll ad nauseum. And so instead of playing it like this, they might play something like this. Really milking that 2nd fret to 3rd fret slide on the 3rd string. I think that this particular note pattern also sounds great on clawhammer banjo. It sounds like something that Wade Ward would play on banjo, so great tune to also transpose for clawhammer. If you want to play more like China Poplin, play clean and play fast. I clocked the Galax recording of this tune at 165, so China is moving. I'm also very accustomed to and partial to the slide up on the 1st string at the beginning of this tune. China didn't play that way, Clint didn't play that way, but so many folks did. Snuffy Jenkins, Earl Scruggs, that it sneaks into my playing. To hear more of China Poplin's banjo playing, check out this album, Poplin Family of Sumter, South Carolina, on Smithsonian Folkways. Also, this album, Gone Back to Sumter. Great record. Hey, that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed the lesson, and there are more banjo tunes from the Carolina Piedmont and Sandhills coming your way. Thanks, y'all. Cut.
Here's a young fella come all the way from Sumter, South Carolina to be with us tonight. China Poplin from Sumter, South Carolina. He's going to play Cripple Creek, number 9. Yes, sir. Thank you, China. China Poplin from Sumter, South Carolina. This is 9B. I couldn't give you the number, judges. I didn't have it. He's 9B.